place. Can I count on you to return the favor? I studied when I was younger, and then I gave it up for a while. I've picked it up again recently, so you know, it's all book learned. I'm following your lead here. This is your quest. I have things that I need to do that are not here, and I'm going to need help. I understand. Thank you, because I would not be alive if you had not. You saved my life, so thank you.
No problem.
Yesterday was
Good
really,
morning,
not
stream.
great.
How we doing?
Yeah, well, we'll do better today, right?
Okay. Let's see if we even remember how to do our bullet journal. Or the streaming view of it, I mean. Morning, Ari. Hi, Swiftness. Lady Temeraire. Hello. There we go. What's up, Alex? Welcome to April, by the way, everybody. Two Point Hospital? Is that a TV show? It sounds like a TV show. Where did the first quarter of the year go? Oh, video game. If I'm being honest, that makes more sense. Oh. Coffee is so good. Hey, morning, Cameron. That sounds like a good time, Ari. Hope you have a good one. You know what I should do more of? I should do more time lapses of my bullet journaling. I did it for that one YouTube video, and I just loved watching the whole thing come together the way it did. Listen, I don't need more washi tape, but I need that washi tape. And you know what? That's totally fine, Alex. I don't use it nearly as much as I used to for all the same stuff because I've had to cut so much stuff out of my creative routine. Like since taking my job, this is mainly just a way of keeping track of where I'm at on various projects. I don't actually journal in it. And like I don't use it for YouTube because I'm not doing YouTube anymore. I don't use it for the podcast because I'm not doing the podcast anymore. To me, the most important thing about bullet journal is it is what you need it to be when you need it to be that way, you know? Hey, what's up, Vale? Oh, okay. I'm real bad at drawing, but they would have like a pretty hooked beak, right? And I feel like they'd have a little like tuft of feathers back there. Rather severe eyebrows. And then they'd have sort of a proud chest coming down like that. Really? That's weird. Because I'm in, just so you know, Alex, in Streamlabs OBS, like I'm in the red, so I don't know exactly why that would be. Maybe I could add a little. I don't know if OBS does compression on a microphone. Okay, is this any better, Alex? It should have boosted it without throwing a little compression on it, so it's got a little 5 decibel boost. You got the stream cranked all the way up. Is this sounding any better at all? Really? Huh, okay. And so I guess what, the wings would come up like this? We'll give him a little belly. He got a little belly. All right, Vale. I've done my best. Is it? It's supposed to be a griffin, so I was gonna say that griffin has a very that dragon has a very sharp beak and pretty feathers. If anybody else watches Dragon Ball Z Abridged, a show that I constantly and continually reference in my everyday life, I love the moment where Android 16 is like, that duck has very spiky hair. With the blindfold, bombing down at the top of my lungs, screaming, no, oh, oh. I'm sipping on some sunshine. I'm gonna leave it in the morning in the afterlife. I'm sipping on top of the hillside. She's on the way back, that's taking me home. Man, Crash Kings are such a good band. I don't know why it took me so long to discover them. Probably because I don't go searching for bands, but that's fine. One of these days, I gotta paint my D&D Griffin minis just to honor Vale. Alex, did you ever see the Red Dragon mini I painted? I wonder if I've got on my phone here that I could find relatively easily. Oh, you know what? Looks like I didn't ever take an actual, like, done picture of it. That's too bad. I'll have to do a little photo shoot one of these days. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3. Okay, there's no way this is... Hmm. That's pretty great, Alex. Nah. Man, I got my players in D&D so good this week. So, in the very first game, well, okay, so I like to do the thing of I have a pre-game. So the campaign started with 6 players, and so I took all 6 players, paired them up, and had one game where each pair of characters met each other, and then the first official game of the campaign is where the whole group meets up. So, in one of those pre-games, right from the very start, they found a letter from a woman named Naomi. And it was written to the father of one of the characters, but it was discovered in the pregame of one of the other characters. So in other words, this one player finds this letter, which was a physical prop that I gave him, was like, oh, okay, that's weird. Sort of just stuck it around in his inventory, and I did a thing where, in real gigantic letters on the outside of the letter, I wrote the name I wrote the name Ostun, which is the name of the other character's father. And so this was just a prop that this player was carrying around, you know, stuck it in his like player handbook and had it around because he figured it might be important at some point later. And so one day, the other player, Crystal, finally, after many games, catches sight of it. And she says, why do you have that letter? What do you mean? I've had it for a long time. I had it since before we met. Why? I found it. It's to my dad. It's what? So they start freaking out immediately. They read the letter. It's from a girl named Naomi, like I said, and it's talking about basically her father learning to, you know, sort of like control her and use her for some purpose. Her dad's a bad guy. And so Crystal, the player who plays the other character, she's just an absolute delight at the table. And a delight as a dungeon master because she has been obsessing over this letter and everything to do with it. Oh, also, the letter also referred to a mysterious him with a capital H. And another thing that I built in really early in the campaign, I think it happened in like the 5th or 6th game, was their first mini boss of a dungeon. Well, it was the boss of the dungeon, but it was, you know, they were level 3, so it was a mini boss. But when that boss died, she burned up saying, "He ascends." And she was in thrall to some fiendish creature. So they hear that and they're like, who's he? That's probably going to be. And then after that, Crystal discovers this letter that is not only written to her father, but it also refers to a mysterious he whose name is, and the he is capitalized. So she's like, is this him? Is this the one who's ascended? What's going on? So the whole party has been just completely obsessed with this mystery for the whole campaign, which has been running for 2.5 years now. So this week in D&D, one of the other characters finally reunited with his long-lost sort of brother. It's very complicated, but these two have spent literal lifetimes together. They were like battle brethren in service to the Raven Queen fighting Vecna. And then they were both captured by Vecna, and then the player, Jesse, his character managed to escape Vecna, but he thought that all of his friends were still enslaved by Vecna. So he's been trying to figure out what to do about that for the whole campaign. And finally found out that this guy, like his brother, it's basically just his brother, is out there in the world. And he knows where he is. So he's been going on this whole quest. Finally finds his brother this week, and he doesn't know what's going on. Is this all a trick? Is this a trap? Is he being lured there? Is his brother free? Is he still in service to Vecna? But Jesse's character escaped, so maybe his brother could too. He learned that his brother was alive again like 10 games ago, and so it's been 10 games of just freaking out, wondering what it all means and what's going to happen. this week he finally meets him. And his brother is distrusting because he thinks that Jesse's character is still enslaved by Vecna and has been sent to murder him because Vecna has sent other people to try to murder him already. And it's like, it's really tense, and they speak, and eventually his brother is willing to accept that he's not enslaved. And they have this like reunion. We're both crying at the table. I'm crying. Jesse's crying at the table. They like, you know, find out what the other has been up to. And Jesse's character, the brother, has married, and they meet his wife, and he's had a son who is named after a character from his and Jesse's backstory. Which, you know, just had Jesse crying even more and everything like that. And it's just this, like, it was just so raw, emotional damage. And then... So the brother's wife is a Baron. And so they meet her. And she is Baron Angela. And they hang out. They meet her. They meet his son. They have a meal with Baron Angela. They find out that now that they've found the brother and Baron Angela, that means that the brother and Baron Angela are going to have to go on the run. Because they've been hiding from Vecna for years. And so if the party found them, that means that Vecna will be able to find them soon. They've been through this routine before. They move somewhere, they settle down, and then as soon as they get found again, they keep running. So they're like, okay, well, we're gonna have to go now. It's fine. Baron Angela has like resources and friends and contacts. We're gonna be fine. But if there's anything we can do to help you on your journey, you know, let us know. We're going to go start making our preparations to leave. And they're like, okay, thank you. So Baron Angela and the brother leave. And then this servant comes in and is speaking to them. And she's like, well, how can I help you? Because Naomi said that you were to be given anything that you needed. And the players were like, what? Oh, I'm so sorry. That was so impertinent of me. Baron Angela said you were to be given anything. But you said, why did you say Naomi? We've known each other for a long time. I shouldn't have used her first name. Her name is Naomi? Yes, Baron Naomi Angela. And that is where we're going to pick up next time. And the players started screaming. Crystal literally started crying, not from sadness, but just from sheer, she's been chasing this name for 2.5 years. Got him. Because they don't know what is going on. They don't know anything about Naomi except that she is connected to him. They still don't know who he is. They don't know if the brother knows anything about it, if he's involved, or if he's been duped. Because the other thing that's been going on... I know, it's been so fucking awesome, Alex. The other thing that's been going on is the players have discovered that there's a trifecta of gods who are planning something. They are planning to attack or destroy or something, and they've been trying to uncover exactly who. They figured out that one of them is a fiend, one of them is undead, and one of them is Fae. So we've got the Queen of the Unseelie Court, we've got Vecna, and he is the fiendish one, but they can't figure out who he is. Which fiendish god are we talking about exactly? But what they have uncovered is that in order to make the plan happen, whatever this big scheme is going to be, they need blood. And they need a specific kind of blood. And the first blood sample that the players saw get collected was from Crystal's character. And she is the daughter of a high-ranking Fae princess and an Aasimar. Okay? And they did a bunch of research and they discovered that that is probably important. That this has something to do with the fact that this Fae god is one of the three and is there's something going on there. And so now the brother and Jesse's character, they are both Shadar Kai, who are elves born of the Shadowfell. So they are undead, and now they're not undead, but they are powerfully suffused with the undead energy of the Shadowfell, where Vecna lives. And now the brother has had a child with an Aasimar. And so now that child may be the blood sacrifice they're intending to use for whatever the thing is. And that child is essentially Jesse's nephew. So he is all up in his emotions. And Jesse and I work together. So we go into work yesterday, and he just looks at me as soon as I walk in the door. He's like, "Fuck you." I'm like, "What did I do?" He said, "You know what you did." I said, "Listen, I didn't do anything. This was just Naomi." So then we spend all day, and he's like, "Are you going to kill my brother?" I'm like, "I'm not going to do anything." He said, "Is my brother evil?" "I don't know. Ask your brother." I really am having the best time. Searching for something. But yeah, they ended the game and they were like, "What do we do? I have no idea what to do. What should we do?" And I was like, "Guys, I give you full permission, as always. Start a group chat or a text thread. All you. Don't include me at all. Plan. Figure it out. Do some thinking." And then Crystal, who, as I said, is a total joy for me to have as a dungeon master, she was texting me throughout the day, not with what they were planning, but just with just all caps, like, "Ah," or like, "Oh my God, I can't, is it this? Is it this? Is it this?" And I'm like, I love my players. I love my players very, very much. And I consider it the most intimate expression of my love to find ways to utterly destroy them. And this is why, excuse me, this is why I love long campaigns. You can't do this shit in a one-shot or a short campaign. I'm gonna go get more coffee. Be right back. Oof. No, no. That's a really good line, Alex. Please leave toilets as you'd hope to find them, not as you'd expect to find them. We're sorry for the litter that you dropped on our floor. Okay. Does anybody watching remember the one April Fool's Day video I made on YouTube back in the day? I only ever made the one, but I said that I was going to stop writing and stop doing YouTube and go into politics. And what was most surprising to me was how supportive people were. I did actually say at the end of the video, this is an April Fool's joke. This is not real. But a bunch of people commented before finishing the video. And they were like, wow, I'm, like, we're going to miss you, but like, holy cow. And I was like, you're so sweet. Also, you don't understand me. Oh, that was like in 2017, Lady Temeraire. I can't remember it. Very, very true, Alex. Prisoner. Yeah. Ugh. Enjoy walking with the house wolf, Lady Temeraire. House wolf, that's my favorite thing. I love that. Okay, another checklist done for the month. Oh man, we should all be so lucky to have a house wolf for a spouse. Nope. Nope, only heard how that sounded after it came out of my mouth. What I was trying to say was that would be a great nickname for a certain type of person who wanted a certain type of spouse. Did I do better? All right, who's streaming? We gotta throw somebody a raid quickly. Very quickly. We got to get the fuck out of here. I need to flee. We're going to raid Fariha. She is an awesome gaming and variety streamer. Ugh. We like her a lot. Say hi to her for me. And I will be back on tomorrow. With more administrative nonsense. Yeah. Start of the month, so I got to do all the things like the spreadsheets and the sales numbers and pay authors royalties, including myself. And then we will get back into audiobook production. I want to make this month happen a lot faster than last month. Last month we were still working on admin until the 20th because I was not working very hard on it because, well, who knows? But anyway, yeah, I would like to... I'm going to actually try to work real hard and get it finished over the weekend so that I can launch back in to audiobook recording on Monday. But regardless of all that, I'm going to kick you over to Fariha's channel right now. Say hello to her for me. And y'all have a good rest of your day. This month. Peace out, everyone. Catch you next time. Bye.
Oh, lordy.
I am not a loser.
Am I okay here? I think I'm okay. We're not watching our backline. Oh god. Well, that fight went to shit. Oh my gosh, Loganaville! Hello! Thank you so much for the read!